Do you feel the pulse?
Episode 71, GNT Sportstalk. Right back at it one more time. Hey, welcome aboard. Get ready for an incredible episode. We can't wait for this one. And here's the true question. Is that your king for real? GNT Sports Talk. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back, our Instagram folks. Welcome back, our YouTube people. And really soon, Facebook will be on here as well. But until we go ahead and start talking about all the other good stuff in the future, it's time for me to introduce my boys, as always. Joel Bird gang in the building.
Yo, what's going on, GNT world? A little under the weather, but nevertheless, it's episode 71. Let's get it.
Tone the promoter.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on, GNT world, man? Thank y'all for popping in, tuning in for another exciting, eventful episode 71, man. Let's get it.
Makes your normal crew. We are back officially. We made it out of dimensions with no hurt, harm, or danger. Just so y'all guys know, every game that we have been at dimensions when it comes to this NFL season, 4-0, we are undefeated. Undefeated over at dimensions. And y'all missed a good time. Ain't that right, Tone? Word, that's where we at.
I wasn't there, so I don't know. I don't know what kind of a time y'all had. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know.
The third one we got, you was there for that one. The third one.
Yeah. I was there.
Yeah, that was a good time. A good time. Instagram, I see y'all. Dimples, I see you. Aja, hey, welcome aboard. Aja, good to see you. Drunken Monk, as always, is in the building. Good to see you, bro. It's good to see you. As always, good to see everybody. So, gentlemen, before we get into anything, hey, how was y'all day?
On the grind. Of course, on the grind, man. The day was good. You know what I'm saying? Today, any day, man, for me, is good. You know what I'm saying? When I just open my eyes and I'm able to step on, the floor, man, and you know what I'm saying, walk to that bathroom, brush teeth, wash face, whatever it is that I do. You know what I'm saying, in the morning, man. Me just being awakened, man, today was a good day. You know what I'm saying? Other than obviously, like I said, being on the grind and prepping to get on here and talk some sports with the guys. So overall, good day, man. And then, the countdown for me, though, as a father, man, is that my oldest daughter, Tony, man, turns 21 tomorrow. 21. 21, man. And then, right after, what I'm saying, I don't know what was going on with me. You know what I'm saying? About, what I'm saying? I don't know why we was just having kids around the same time, because then my son, his birthday's Friday. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he actually turns 13, man. So I'll get a 21-year-old and a 13, a teenager. You know what I'm saying? Right back to back, man. So, two big days coming up for me, man. You know what I mean? I'm excited for that. Because actually, I've never, what's crazy? I never drank with my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure she's had a bev or two, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? In a little heyday. But tomorrow, man, I'm gonna take out the happy hour, yo. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get her mango. You know what I'm saying? And nothing like that. Cause she got plans. She going out, you know what I'm saying, with her friends, man. But I'm gonna go have a drink and just talk to her. You know what I'm saying? To talk to her about, you know what I'm saying, now that she's able to, do these type of things. And I ain't even saying she's a drinker like that, but you know what I'm saying. It's just responsibility. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
At this point in her life, you know what I'm saying. But I talk to my kids, you know what I'm saying, all the time. You know what I'm saying. Not that I said I need to talk to her so she, you know what I'm saying, I know what's going on. But that refreshing. You know what I'm saying. That's always
Mhm.
good. You know what I'm saying, to have with your children, man. But like I said, man, good day for me, man. I'm excited. Like I said, for tomorrow and for Friday, for every day, man. You know what I'm saying. Can't forget my little mooch either. You know what I'm saying. I know her birthday is in May. You know what I'm saying. She far away. You know what I'm saying. Like as far as getting a birthday love. I know she probably be sitting like, yeah. But I'm like, look, Christmas right around the corner, baby. You know what I'm saying. So you know what I mean. But that's understood though. You know what I'm saying. Because but that's my day, fellas. You know what I'm saying. That's it.
Yeah, man. I mean, for me, everything was cool. Just like I said, I'm a little under the weather. That's why my voice all changing up and stuff like that. At first, I thought it was just celebrating on Sunday, but it surely wasn't. Monday got a little worse, and then yesterday was bad. But same thing, man. Just grind don't stop. I had to end up going to work, taking on this project that we got going on. We should be wrapping that up tomorrow, and got a
Mhm.
few more projects on the slate. But other than that, man, a great day. I mean, just like Tone said, any day you wake up, you blessed, man. So, yeah, everything good.
That's what's up, man. It's crazy, Tony. Like you don't realize how long we known each other. Like literally, when I met you, your daughter was 6 years old, bro. That's crazy
And
to
if
me,
and
man.
if she was six, then that was at the time she was the only kid I had too. Because
Yeah.
Mooch was born, I think, when Tony was like 7, right? So yeah, or yeah, right, yeah. So yeah, man, yeah,
Yep. Family. That's crazy.
20,
It's
what,
gonna show a
21
long
now. And if she was 6, right? When you saying we met and all that, what color was this?
time. Wasn't that color, bro? Yo, but real
What
talk, I don't think
color?
you had much of a beard
Hey,
back then
yo.
either, actually.
I probably just only really had the. I remember I was really rocking the goatee. You know what I'm saying? Before I
Right.
had let the Sunni grow out, but you know what I mean. I was but it was all black though. Definitely wasn't gray. Then I ain't gonna front. Then I ain't gonna front. I did. It was an era. It was an era like late in my 30s the way I did. I was hitting the Beijing up a little bit.
The
You know what I'm saying?
black
So
Beijing.
I was cheating a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because at first I was like, oh no, man, no, the gray. Go ahead, man. Let me
You.
get that little brush, man. But now, man, nah, I'm just aging gracefully, man. And I don't look like no old dude, but you know what I'm saying? The grays is dead.
50 shades of gray. It's all good.
Yo, you have a 21-year-old now, bro.
No,
Like
wait,
it's
hold
like
on, hold on,
Ooh.
hold on. Wait, hold
like
on, Joe.
it's
He
supposed to
said,
be gray.
no, he said 50 Shades of Grey. That was Cap a couple episodes ago. That ain't me.
Cat with the toys on 50 shades.
Yeah, don't reference me to Cap a couple
Yeah.
episodes. You know
Yo,
what I mean?
Yo, how the heck this turned into me like that?
No, because Joe just said,
he got the
50 Shades.
popping. The popping toys. The pops.
Well, what do you
How
say
did
the
it
fuck
turn to
up?
me?
The Funko Pops. The Captain
Yeah.
Edition. Yo, don't you have your own one? Then they
I
make you. There it
do.
goes right there. See? The Captain.
I do.
The
Yo, he
But
has
how
his
did it
own
turn to
Yo,
me?
wait. So when you first got it, what's like your line like? Hey, I got a new toy, and then you were like, wait a minute.
Okay. Okay, hold on. First off, my 16-year-old
Yeah,
is the one that bought it for me. So
yo,
y'all need to
I
yo,
know,
stop.
but
yo,
when you go
yo.
show somebody like when you obviously showed it to your wife, or she knew she already got it.
Sure, I knew she already got it. She's the one that helped her order.
Ah, it's messed up. Then I was kind of
Yeah,
hoping it led to. I was
hey,
trying to
I said
set
y'all
you
trying to
up,
put this
so
on
it
me
led to you
like
like,
I don't
hey,
get it.
honey, I got a new toy.
Hey, word.
He
And then
told
you
somebody
pull that
that.
out, and she like, "Whoa,
He
I
told
didn't know where
somebody
that was
that.
going, Larry. I thought you was trying to get spicy."
He did
Yo,
when he said he had all the toys on his wall, though. I was like,
Yeah,
whoa.
oh man,
Yo,
Whoa.
like real
Don't
talk.
pull
Why,
that curtain behind.
why,
That's
why
why
the
he was
hell
on
they
the.
turn it to me?
That's why he was on the green screen all crazy last week.
He's like, I gotta hide these toys. There's too many toys in here.
Oh, God, dude.
It's a toy extravaganza.
How did this
Oh,
conversation
yo.
go this route?
Hey
I
yo.
don't know, bro. We'll leave it alone. We'll leave
Hey, Ty, how you doing, my
Ty
dude?
just
Like, how'd it
jumped in
go
at the
this route,
right
though?
moment.
Yo, hey Caparoni,
Woo-hoo.
man. You gotta chill, man. You gotta chill,
I
bro.
gotta chill.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Reliving it and rethinking it, yeah, you gotta chill, bro. Like you gotta chill, man.
Yo, he threw the mic to the side.
He gonna take a scan of his room soon. Like, look, I told you, there's no toy. There's no toy.
Hey,
There's no change. Yo.
I ain't doing nothing for y'all now, man. Screw
So
that.
is that what that song is when they say break every chain? Break every chain.
Now you're adding gospel music to this conversation now, bro. So this is where we go now.
That's the wrong genre. You gotta switch it up.
Straight with gospel.
Hey
Yeah, you
man,
did.
look, yeah, I know I'm not saying I did, but I'm saying the gospel people listen to sports, so you know what I'm saying? Listen. We all believe in the man above, man. Like stop, like come on.
It wasn't me. Ooh.
Oh,
It was cat
I
though.
don't
It
know
was
what I'm doing
cat.
this.
It was cat.
Like how
Yeah.
we go 10 minutes into this conversation. I'm asking y'all about
so,
all day. And, yeah, real talk, Kev. He said, "What the f did I walk into?" Wait a second.
No, listen. Listen, you
Exactly.
created that. Cat. You the one who said what you said. Why is you trying to spin it like we like picking on you? You the one who said what you said, man.
Y'all are the only ones that took it that way.
The rest of the people who was watching too agreed.
Because
They called you 50 Shades of Cat. They called you that.
Taya called me that off of your influence. I don't want to hear
That
that
wasn't off
crap.
of my influence.
That was your influence. That
No,
was,
she peeped what happened. She peeped the scenery, like what was going on is what happened, bro. Everybody who was watching that night will agree.
D-Boy, it's good to see you on Instagram. I see you, bro. I'm sorry you had to, get into the conversation right there. But D-Boy, I appreciate you as always, man.
What up, dope?
What's up? What it do? What it do?
Makes no sense. Look, for all the ones that want to think like Tone or want to react like Joel, if you're gonna do
So
all
wait.
that, just continue. Hold on, no. If you're gonna do all that, just like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you want to hear more bull crap coming from this man in the middle, I was going to say something that's going to be real palsy. I'm going to leave that alone. Like, if you want to listen to more bull crap from Tone and what have you, just continue to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all those things. As unlike me, I don't appreciate dealing with Tone right now, but it's cool. All right, so you make no sense. Make those things, man. I'm sick of this crap.
Make sure you
Anyway,
comment about Larry's toys.
Yo, what's killing me, right? He talking about who thinks like me, like but reacts like Joel. So Joel don't think like how I'm thinking, but he reacts.
I just wanted to make sure people like, comment, and subscribe. I said just comment on Larry's toys.
Yo, he wasn't there on the episode. He watched the episode and then reacted to it. So therefore, it's his reaction.
So he thinking away too.
Because of your influence. Where ain't you catching it?
Is what you said.
Like, why ain't you catching
man.
it, bro? Oh, okay.
Oh.
Don't be pointing at me. It's you. This is supposed to be a PG PG show as always. Hold up, D-Boy said, yes, sir, Cap. I don't know what you mean by that, D-Boy. I don't know what you mean. But we're going I don't know what that means, but we're gonna keep it there, man. No daggone stuff, man. Anyway, getting away from this conversation of of what y'all talking about, stuff that I don't even have in this room. But okay, whatever.
He didn't say in his house. He said this room.
We was talking about this room. That was the whole part of the conversation
All
before.
right,
We was talking about what's in this room.
We're done. Let's digress. Digress and focus.
Forget y'all. Anyway, go back. I hate y'all, man. Anyway, it's time for us to talk some NFL, and it's time for us to go and talk some NFL rewards. Not rewards, awards. The whole situation got me all twisted right now. Okay, we're going to talk some NFL awards. And it's only right for us to at least talk the most spiciest conversation of this whole entire NFL season. And that's talking about the MVP that's going on right now, the MVP race. So right now, according to the consensus of the experts, and I'm doing my quotation thing, you have Josh Allen, which makes Tone extremely happy. He's the biggest Josh Allen fan that I know. My man Saquon Barkley, Lamar Jackson. Who else was in this run? Derrick Henry at one time was part of that conversation. I think he fell off officially. And it was one other player that they was talking about, but they're far down the list right now. It's not even worth the conversation.
Jared Goff.
Wait.
Talking about Jared.
Okay, so last week the king was Lamar Jackson. Like Lamar Jackson has the lead. He's going to be the one, blah, 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 again. And then he ran into a buzzsaw that wears green. So I'm going to give it to y'all. Your MVP so far for this year, who you think is going to win it?
I mean, I'm going to be a little biased, but I think Saquon Barkley should get it. I mean, he not even that is. I think everyone he's setting the tone for the running back market since he got that contract. You already see some teams locking up running backs that they didn't have to or extending, and I mean it's just he's the reason why we're where we're at now. I think if we had say DeAndre Swift and we would re-signed him, I don't think the Eagles would have the record that they have or be able to close out games like they have been, with him being the closer. And you know what I mean? They talk about the MVP being the most valuable player that influences the team to get the wins. You know what I mean? I know everyone knows there's a quarterback award, but you know what I mean? You can't discount every single facet of the game. So it's not just him closing. It's him running so you could get in positive yards to kill the clock. And then also having that home run capability where one or two big runs are gonna end up happening during the game, with the O-line and all that stuff. But it's Josh Allen's doing his thing and everyone's like, oh, he's doing great. He doesn't have the weapons that he used to have and stuff like that. So you got a legitimate argument there. But I mean, as far as, every quarterback in the league is important to their team if they go down. So you can't say, hey, he's the most important player of the team. Obviously, he's supposed to be. You know what I mean? But
right.
I think Saquon, that would be my vote.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, it should be obviously Saquon. You know what I mean? He changed the dynamic, of the team of the Eagles this year. You know what I mean? Bringing a different, a run game. Like you said, if it was Swift back there, it'd be probably just a little bit different, you know what I'm saying? Like their talents is obviously clearly, a lot different. So, but you know what it is though, man? Like, I don't know why it's driven like that in the league, but it's just quarterback driven. You know what I'm saying? As far as MVP goes, like, um, Or I don't know, Joe, if you could look it up real quick. But the year that AP led the league, was he MVP when he
Yeah,
led the
he
league in
was.
rushing that year?
It was.
Yeah,
So
he was.
and then I'm clear. And then what was Minnesota?
But
What was their record that
he
year?
didn't break Dickerson's record. Everyone's
Right,
like,
he didn't
oh,
break.
he has to beat his record in order for him to, you know what I'm saying?
Right, to get no. If no, if obviously if AP ain't do it, you know what I'm saying,
And he won
then he
MVP.
don't have to do it. Yeah, he don't have to do it. And but you know, them records, you know what I'm saying, fall into place, man. You know what I'm saying, with teams finish and what record is, you know what I mean, they fall in, like, you know what I mean, a lot of that political stuff, man, with the MVPs is crazy. You know what I mean, like, um. I don't even think anybody else really up there is even really like worthy. Like, yeah, like Lamar didn't show, you know, MVP you know, tactics really like that. He missed a lot of passes, you know what I'm saying? You know, on Sunday. Yeah, like you said, D Henry, his stock, you know, dropped a little bit, you know what I mean, in the last, you know, few weeks. So um yeah, it's probably all about the running, man, like where the Eagles finish and where Buffalo finish. You know what I mean, as far as getting that MVP award.
Yeah. That here's the other thing too. Like, and I agree when you starting off a team, you're looking at, all right, I need a good solid quarterback. Not necessarily to throw downfield or anything like that. It's really just someone that can make right decisions under pressure. So here's the rebuttal I got against the running back and the quarterback thing, and I might ask you guys a question later about that. But right now, being I don't want to say it's easy, but a lot of the rules are protecting the quarterback, so they know, like, you know what I mean. They can't get blown up like they used to before when someone was coming in, trying to get a sack and stuff like that. You hit them low, below, like near the ankle or that shin area, it's a flag. It's so many different things that are in place to protect that quarterback. And that's the reason why, you know, they're the most valuable position, because the league has set the tone for that. So then you look at someone like Saquon, a running back position, he has to block, run, pass, you know what I mean, and all that stuff. I mean, block, run, and catch passes out the backfield. Sorry. And you got a running quarterback that's obviously back there making good timely decisions, throwing the ball. Some of them have the dual threat like Hurts and Lamar, where they're able to run. Even Josh Allen runs a lot more than other quarterbacks. But that's the thing. It's not even an even playing field when you say, all right, a running back and a quarterback position, and yeah, it goes to a quarterback, but it's like, bro, like Saquon doesn't have all those protections. When he gets the ball in the backfield, they're allowed to come in and blow him up in the backfield. A
Mhm.
quarterback gets hit behind the line of scrimmage. It's like, depending on the severity or how bad it looks, they're throwing a flag. So I feel like with the league and the adjustments that they made is a way for obviously get higher scoring points and stuff like that, because they know they can stand in the pocket a little longer and throw it, because you got defensive linemen, linebackers coming in for a sack, and they got to like kind of hold up, and then they can't even like land with their body weight on top of them and stuff like that. So it's like
Yeah.
a lot of different things that are gauged for that quarterback position to kind of like flourish throughout the season and get good games and stuff like that. But then now you got someone performing at such a high level, you know what I mean, in that running back position that doesn't have all these restrictions.
Yeah, I mean, 100% correct. I mean, everything is all directed and all surrounded by the quarterback being successful and always being available every single game. You know what I mean? So in their eyes, and most people's eyes, the quarterback is the most important position in all of sports. Because once the quarterback goes down, then that's pretty much your season. And I mean, this we personally seen the opposite of that, Eagles wise. And when it comes to our Super Bowl run, uh, the opposite side of that, and I'm pretty sure Tom would prefer to have Dak Prescott in there right now instead of having Cooper Rush or anybody else decide to go ahead and throw in there. So we understand the importance, but to have a player like Saquon to do what Saquon does with the old line that we have, they really made it seem like Saquon was washed, bro. They really made it seem like he was never going to be the player or he was not that player anymore. And it really shows, I think, the world right now, literally how bad the Giants' O line was compared to what the Eagles' O line is.
Right. And then you're gonna have people say, "Oh, you put Derrick Henry behind on that Eagles line, you know about that he'll run the same thing like Saquon." So I'm gonna ask you guys the question that I have before I forget. So I'm gonna ask you, Larry,
Okay.
first. So if you had to pick any running back in the league, who would that be?
Right now, it has to be Saquon.
To start off a team.
Right
taking
now,
Saquon.
for me, it will be Saquon.
Right. And I'm talking about this year. Boom,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
with the success. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So what running back would you take if you had to take any running back for this year?
I would take Saquon too. Yeah.
All right. Larry, back to you. What quarterback would you take out of all of them? Now you thinking. Now you thinking,
Yeah.
though. But I got you thinking.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that you could go Josh Allen, you could go Lamar Jackson, or you could go who's playing hot? What's the other quarterback
Pat
that's
Mahomes.
playing? Jared Goff, whoever, right? So
Yeah.
Tone, you might want a different quarterback than Larry does, but everybody, the consensus and the point that I'm trying to make is that anybody right now that's voting to take a quarterback, you're going to have a different disparity because you might want a pocket quarterback. You might want a dual threat.
Mm-hmm.
You might want to take Hurts. You might want to take Lamar, Josh Allen, whoever it is, or Patrick Mahomes, right? So you got all these quarterbacks that if you ask 100 people, they're going to have different, 20 might say this, 20 might say that, 30 might say this, and whatever it is. But if you ask everybody what running back you want from the league right now, everybody, unless they're a Giants fan, they're going to pick Saquon Barkley, bro. And that's what I'm trying to say is that he is dominating his position hands down and is running, and putting up numbers. And then, dude, like it's just, to me, that's what it boils down to me when I've been trying to like flip-flop and back and forth. Like, damn, Josh Allen is balling, but when you look at the most valuable player, who would you select hands down? If you had 100 people vote, you'll probably get like 80, 85 people that say Saquon. And then when they go to pick the quarterback, you know what I mean, that's supposed to be the league's best player, you're going to have 20 people pick Patrick Mahomes, 20 people pick Josh Allen. You know what I mean? So it was just a way for me to look at that because, in previous years where the running back position, you had like 4 or 5 of them in that cluster where they're getting 15, 16, 1,700 rushing yards, whatever it is, you know what I mean? Like the top 4 or 5 running backs, we would have the same thing in selecting a running back. Like last year, you like, man, you had a couple of different running backs that were running great, but you know what I mean? It wasn't a clear-cut running back like it is this year where hands down the best running back in the league is Saquon Barkley, dual threat, whatever. Throw out the whole O-line and the offensive schemes and all that stuff. But if you had a running back to pick with their performance this year, hands down, the majority and the percentage of people selecting a running back are going to select Saquon Barkley. You know what I mean? So it just shows like the level of importance and how, at a high level, like how he's playing right now. And I just think, to me, it shouldn't even be, I don't want to say not a debate, but you could just got to like see what this dude's doing, man. It's unreal.
With a position that was considered a dead position. You know what I mean?
Right.
A position
that nobody
where,
wanted to pay. Now you already
right.
see the Saquon effect that I can't even look it up because I don't have the computer on me right now, the laptop. But my thing is you have that element, and then somebody if somebody's that's tuning in right now, somebody just got signed, that's going to be with their team for years to come because of the fact that they already locked them up. You know what I mean? Last year, they were last year and the year before, running backs was still on the market. Nobody was signing anybody or anything like
Yep.
that. And now you got people like seeing the value in that and like, man, if you got the O line to do it and the offensive scheme to built around the running back, like we became a run first team in the last, in this since after the bye week we had. So
Let's think about it. Let's think about like just let's say not this past offseason, the offseason before that. If you remember, Taylor was trying to get that contract and the owner was talking all crazy about him. Like,
right.
Why I would never pay a running back that much money, blah, 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 blah. Austin
Yep.
Eckler, no value. All these players, the only running back that had value was CMC.
Right. And that's Cincinnati, if they would love to have Mixon back.
How about
Because
it?
I think if they would have Mixon still, they will be giving the Steelers competition. And I mean that's what's been saving the Houston Texans, honestly. Like the games that they won is because of Joe Mixon, not because he's CJ Stroud. Like if you look
Right.
at their record and look at the games they won, the reason why they've been winning is because of Joe Mixon. So you throw Joe Mixon back on the Bengals because Chase is the number one receiver right now in the league, catching, yards wise, Jamar Chase. So now, they looking at it like, damn, they have Moss and they got the young boy Brown back there, but they're not that elite running back. And I don't want to say
Right.
he's not elite, but he's in that next, that next tier,
Absolutely.
after Saquon's and Henry and stuff like that. But then if you're looking at where Chase Brown or Moss is at, I mean, they're way down. They're like 4 or 5 tiers down. I know
Yeah.
Chase is supposed to be a good running back. You know what I mean? Chase Brown
Yeah.
for Cincinnati, but he's still too young. You know what I mean? So
look, it's a lot of. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tom.
No, I was just gonna talk about like CJ Stroud, man, definitely having that sophomore slump, of a year. And to Joel's point, Mixon is definitely saving them dudes, man. Like and the receiver that he mentioned, man, Jamar Chase, man, he did a thing this year, man, like that. I think, he pretty much, to me, he's setting a new bar. And I'm talking about as far as like just betting on yourself. Like, you know what I mean? He could have really just held out, really not came to play, like did what pretty much Hassan Reddick, did in New York, and then just not showed up. But, he bet on himself, didn't get the contract, still came to camp, did what he had to do, train. And he Joel says, he's the number one receiver right now in the league. So now, yeah, obviously clearly he finished the league, on this pace, just on this run, this hot streak. He is walking out the door with the bank, next off season. You know what I'm saying? Like whether Cincinnati can give it to him or not, you know what I mean? Somebody will, and he clearly definitely get more than Jefferson. You know what I mean? With this performance, you know what I mean that he's on this year, man. Especially like I said, if he can stay the number one receiver, you know what I'm saying? Win like most yards or the most receptions, most touchdowns, whatever. You know what I mean? He all leading the categories in, but that's hot for him, man. I like that for him.
Yeah. And the one thing, and I'm gonna go back. A good point definitely about Jamar, but going back into the idea of the running back and how dead it is because of the emergence of Saquon and Derrick Henry, and Eckler was even balling in Washington before he got hurt. Robinson over in Washington, Mixon over there. I mean, the resilience of these running backs now is like every team is going to be looking at running backs right now or thinking how dumb am I for not trying to look at a running back as a pure weapon. Because I mean, think about this for a second. We will all think that that Eckler is not a top tier running back, but you would say he's probably like second or third tier down, like something like that, right? Uh,
Yeah, he's definitely second or third.
so how would he would have looked, for example, in Dallas? You know what I mean?
Right,
A
and he
weapon
got
like
the
that?
dual threat.
Shit, maybe better than obviously what we what we have, what we displaying. But what I mean, a lot got to do with the offensive line too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And what I'm saying, running these schemes, efficiently and stuff like that. So what I mean, and your weapons on the outside. What I mean, has a lot to do with your running game. If you ain't really got much threats on the outside, they're not playing. They're not playing the passing game. So what I mean, there's a lot to overcome depending on who's in that backfield. What I mean, shit, we could have had Saquon this year, and don't mean he'd have been running all around all crazy like that. You know what I'm saying? Because of like shit, could we had a block for him? You know what I mean? Like y'all block for him, or you know what I'm saying? Like how would they the scheme differently? You know what I'm saying? Like run the plays differently, like stuff. So what I mean, a lot. I think a lot, has to take into account with that aspect of the game.
Right, you're right. It's the offensive philosophy as well because
Mhm.
look at another team. Where did Eckler come from? The Chargers, right? But they got a new coach, Harbaugh. Harbaugh went in and got J.K. Dobbins, Gus Edwards. Dobbins just got hurt, but J.K. Dobbins was on pace for a comeback year. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And it's the coaching philosophy that's a run first team. Another team that they're putting up a lot of points, but I mean they got a dual threat back there with Montgomery and Gibbs in Detroit.
Yep.
And look at their record. They're controlling the clock, scoring when they can. They got a 1-2 punch, a heavy back that could, just go do whatever. He gets all the dirty work, and then you got the finesse back in Gibbs that's doing things. And then the young man over in Atlanta too, Bijan.
Yeah.
They're trying to
Bijan.
build around him,
Mhm.
stuff like that. But I mean, the teams that to me that are playing well, again, the Vikings. Who did they go get? Aaron Jones.
Yep.
Aaron Jones is over there and he's a big part of the reason why Minnesota is having a lot of success. You know what I mean? Because they
Mhm.
had Justin Jefferson last year. Who was their running back last year? You can't even name him
Right.
from Minnesota. You know what I mean? They went and took advantage of the opportunity that Josh Jacobs, another team, Green Bay, that
Mhm.
has a decent running back. That's in playoff contention. Well, they're right in the hunt. But you know what I mean? That team is more like an injury thing that's going on. But the teams that have a solid running back are either a playoff team or winning because of the running back.
So with that being said, my favorite position of all positions in football, I fixed it tone. What has always been the running back position. Like my favorite player, in the history has been Barry Sanders. And you know what I mean? So Barry Sanders, Bo Jackson, Marshall Falk, my favorite players that was in the league. I'm happy because of the resurgence of the running back position again. I'm happy to see that these running backs are actually showing their value and showing their worth now in this league.
Right. But I think that's an old school too mentality where, like even when we played football, on Thanksgiving Day or if you played in the league, everybody wanted to be the running back because you always got the ball. You know what I mean? There wasn't that many quarterbacks that were, threading the needle and stuff like that. So the quarterback, whoever threw the best was the quarterback.
Yep.
After that, everybody was fighting to get the running back spot because you knew you was getting the ball. You're like, damn, should I go play wide receiver or tight end or whatever? You know what I mean? Nobody wanted to play those positions because they were like,
No.
you know what I mean? Like I know in my high school, the best player in my high school was always the running back. You know what I mean? The quarterback was like, all right, yeah, he's back there. He's doing what he can. He can throw okay. You know what I mean? Like that's how it was growing up. Where you fall in love with the sport because of the you know, hey, hand me the ball off and I'm running somebody over or running and stiff arming or catching out the backfield, whatever it is. So I mean, to me, everybody you're gonna have people that say, hey, if I had any position, if you could be an athlete in football, what position would you play? You know what I mean? I think a lot of people would say running back. I think one running back will win. You know, I don't want to say significant difference, but I know I would want to be a running back. I wouldn't really want to be a receiver or a quarterback. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
Unless you're thinking it from a monetary standpoint, because that's different. And from a monetary standpoint, you're like, yeah, I want to be the quarterback. They get all the bread.
Yeah, like I mean, yeah, to your point about you know what I'm saying, always getting the rock. Just think about it. When you Little League or Pop Warner, they ain't out there throwing passes. Everybody running, you know what I mean? They running the football. So yeah, of course you want to be, you know, the running back because they get the ball. It is either going to be either running back or quarterback because obviously, quarterback touches the ball every play. You know what I mean? Every play because either they're going to pass it or they're going to hand it off to the running back. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, both of those positions is going to, you know what I mean? Obviously, say you want to play the most of it. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. I don't know, man. They might have to just change the dynamic of just winning the award. Like it just going to the most valuable player in the league, no matter what position it is. You know what I'm saying? It could even be just a defensive person. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody just went crazy and you know what I mean, had the most interceptions or the most sacks or the most tackles, or just they just was a beast. Like if they was just a beast at what they did, man, you know what I'm saying? They should just be in a running. Like they give out a lot of individual awards, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's not, you know what I'm saying, on, fire or whatever, but like if somebody is balling, man, no matter what position, like they just really make it based off of one. Like out of all the MVPs in NFL history, you know what I mean? How many were quarterbacks? How many were running backs? How many were wide receivers? Like how many was defensive, players? You know what I mean? Like it's just driven for a certain position to win the award.
Yeah.
Didn't the kicker win it before or a punter? I
Yep.
know we said it on the podcast.
Yeah, it was a
Was it
kicker.
the punter or the kicker?
It was a kicker.
Yeah,
I think it was a kicker. Yeah, a
yeah,
kicker.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a kicker.
Yeah.
All right, so I think we're in total consensus that Saquon gets your vote when it comes to MVP. So if Saquon gets the MVP, who's the offensive player of the year?
I mean, normally it goes to the runner up.
I would say Jamar Chase, maybe, depending on the way Jamar Chase finishes the season, may make it be him.
What do you say, Joel?
I would say Josh Allen right now.
Yeah, and I believe is going to be those two.
Right. Flip
It's either
flopping.
going to be flip flopped.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's either going to
And
be
then here's the other
flip
thing
flopped.
too that's going to be depending on how all the games play out over the next week, month or so. You got a potential chance, like if the Eagles lock up the 1 seed, they might go and rest them. You know what I mean? So then now
Mm-hmm.
it's not is going to be skewed, and obviously he's going to be missing some times or taking off a few quarters or whatever towards the end of the year. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. So like you have him performing at such a high level in his position where Josh Allen, and I mean, I'm just taking a shot in the dark because I don't know. I haven't looked, so I don't know if it's 100% factual. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the numbers that he's putting up are any different from the numbers that he previously put or other quarterbacks have put in the last few years, to get that. So, like,
Mm-hmm.
Saquon going above and beyond, with the expectations at his position and the team, having the record that they have because of him, I think is just outweighs what Josh Allen is doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's getting the buzz that he's getting right now because of all the headaches and stuff that happened before the season started, obviously with his wide receiver wanting out and him getting out, which is Diggs, him not having any other weapons, even though now he has the guy that should still be in Dallas, but that's a different conversation. But with Amari there, now he has another weapon. He still got Kincaid, really
And the
decent.
young bull Coleman. The Coleman's been playing good too.
They've been balling. So
Right.
I get it. But we'll see. All right, so you got those two. All right. Defensive player of the year. What y'all looking at?
Defensive, man. You gotta look at T.J. Watt, Garrett, Miles Garrett. So Jarrett, whatever. I'm like having a brain fart right now.
Miles Garrett.
Yeah, Miles Garrett.
Yo, you know what's funny about Miles Garrett? I seen this video where they put a side by side him and Kobe Bryant, and it was saying like their mannerisms are the same, they look alike. Like I gotta send you this video, yo. They like saying it's scary, like how they look alike, and then the boy Miles can play ball, he athletic, what I mean, he be dunking and all that. Obviously, it was a stretch. It's one of them videos the dude was like, I'm not saying, but I'm just showing, like, you know what I mean? But it was
it's like the MJ and Edwards joint. Like that's what they trying to say.
Right. Some sort of like something like that. I thought it was a cool video, but it is funny like seeing, you know what I mean, like the similarities. Like you like, damn, was Cole piping? I don't know where Miles Garrett from, but Cole definitely might have spent that town or something, man, because it's crazy. I'm gonna send it to y'all. But yeah, man. Probably I would have to probably go with those two.
Yo, it's like the same thing when they do. It'd be funny as shit when I see that one. They do Troy Aikman and Jay-Z. I'll be cracking the hell up like, yo.
Troy and Jay.
Yo, you never seen that one? Look it up.
No.
They have a side by side with Troy Aikman and Jay-Z. They're like, yo, like what's going on here?
Really? Okay, I got
no.
Bro, look it up. I'm gonna find it and I'll send it to you guys. I don't know if you can look it up right now. It's just funny.
All right. Well, answering that question for me, Xavier McKinney. Ever since he went over to Green Bay.
What, he got 7 picks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's literally going crazy.
Yeah, and they was coming at the Giants about that too, like saying that they only got one. I think they only got one this year, like one total. And this boy got 7 by himself.
Yo, could you imagine, as a Giants fan, if Saquon wins either the Offensive Player of the Year or the MVP, and McKinney wins the Defensive Player of the Year? Can you imagine? As a Giants fan, I would be sick.
Can you imagine Saquon playing the last game and getting the rushing title and beating the rushing record like against the Giants? Can you imagine that?
Yes.
Because that's the last game. So if he needs like 50 yards or something, it's going to happen against the Giants here in Philly. Like if he's still playing and you know what I mean, he's on the field. But I'm sure, man. I mean, dude, I'll be surprised if he would even do it, because he was about to break his record of total rushing yards. He was shy against the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, he told Nick Sirianni, let the young boys eat. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, what even be even more crazier too? Like, let's just say if Minnesota has some crazy success this year, and let's just go on a humbug and say they win it all. You know who just signed with them? Who's their backup quarterback?
Daniel Jones.
Like, just imagine if he was to have some kind of success somewhere. You know what I mean? Being hoisting up a trophy or something. Yo, they'd be sick.
Yo,
did you see the contract details though? He got like $350,000, right, to play, like sign. But in the next 3 to 4 weeks, if there's a playoff team that loses a quarterback, he can still sign with that team.
What?
He has it in the contract. That's wild as shit. I was like, yo, how the hell did they even structure the verbiage that way? But if you go back, I saw it on Adam Scheffler's page. So when he broke down the details, it's $350,000. Obviously, that Minnesota's paying him because he's really getting paid by the Giants still.
Right.
So, but on that, like the details, it said he has either up to like 3 or 4 over the next 3 to 4 weeks. I want to say it was 3. If there's a playoff team that's in contention that loses a quarterback, he can actually still exercise the right to sign with that team. I was like, yo, I don't know if the contracts are normally like that, but I found that was the first time I ever seen it.
I never seen anything like that before.
If the contracts aren't normally like that, then he got one of the best agents ever.
Ever.
Obviously,
Hell yeah.
he got
he got $40
the
million
deal.
from them. Like,
right, that's what I'm saying. He already did that, and then now he has this structure in his contract that, if, like you said, if a playoff team does their top quarterback goes down, he can go then sign with them. Like I said, and I was going to say the same thing like you said, Joe. Meanwhile, still getting paid by the New York Giants.
Right.
Like this
That's
dude
crazy.
is really in the driver's seat right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that he's wishing anybody gets hurt, but like just to say if I mean, obviously he's on a team where the starting quarterback can go down, so he's cool there as well too. But you know what I mean? Like, let's just say if a Buffalo, if a Josh Allen, or you know what I mean, somebody got hurt, you know what I mean, he can then go sign with that team. Even though I don't know how much of that would help, but I'm just saying he has that option. You know what I mean? That's pretty.
It's
That's
crazy
pretty dope.
that when I
That's
saw
cool.
it, I was like, yo, I wonder if you guys knew that. So I wanted to bring it up, but
yeah, I didn't know that
weird thing.
Yo, and the crazy thing is, like, he can go ahead and sign with another team that has the better chance of winning it if they have like a good backup. He could just sign with them to be their backup. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you got Trevor Lawrence that went out, but you know they don't really have a good record. But I mean, man, next couple weeks anything could happen.
Absolutely. All right, so offensive rookie of the year. I'll go ahead and say it. Johnny 5. Washington. McDaniels.
Yeah, I mean, the young boy in Denver.
That's a lot. Who, Drew Lock? I mean, not Drew Lock. Bo Nix. Yeah, Bo Nix. Yeah, he playing decent. But whatchamacallit got the rushing touchdowns as well too on under his belt. And I don't know if the who numbers is better, but I'm sure he's probably leading in the offensive rookie of the year, John. But Bo Nix definitely making a strong argument.
All right.
Absolutely.
Number 27. Don't even bring it up.
Oh, defensive rookie.
Rookie, yeah.
And he's on the Eagles. Yep. Mitchell.
All right. What do you say, Tom? Can I agree with you, Joe? I agree.
Yeah,
I knew I was like, let's just get it out the way.
Is it who the rookie ball? I forget what
Bo Nix is better.
What team?
Stats. Oh, is he?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, low key, he doing well in Denver. The only reason I know because I have Sutton in my fantasy league and somebody's throwing to him. It just happens to be Bo Nix.
Good fact. A good fact, Kev. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, I would go Quentin Mitchell. Well, Kenyon, what's his name? Kenyon.
Yeah, Kenyon.
It's a defensive end. I forget what team he played for. Was it the team I just played?
Quintama Bay. That's what they call him.
He got a couple sacks. I forget they put him up there, but Yeah, I go with Mitchell.
It wouldn't surprise me if Mr. Cooper DeJean will
Yo,
pop
can
up
you
in that
imagine if he
conversation.
started off the year like because he was
Yeah.
hurt?
Yo, he literally changed that secondary. Now the secondary was decent, but I mean, every negative play that the Eagles have on defense, I guarantee you 29 is in there. Guarantee you Maddox is in there. When Maddox go away and it's just Cooper DeJean out there, that everything goes smooth again. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean he really changed. He really helped change that defense. That and number 53. He changed those two changed that defense. Coach of the year.
Uh, Coach of the year, I would say Tomlin.
Yes.
Yeah, man, with what they did last week, and then I mean, Russ threw for 400 yards, bro. It's crazy. He just got them playing, man. I mean, another year already. He's not gonna have a losing another season not a losing record. And
Yep.
that team has. If you would have told me like they'd be leading their division, like just hands down with the talent he has to work with, he's getting the most out of that team.
Yo, like I don't know what it was with Sean Payton and Russ Wilson. Um, because he made it seem as if he was washed, you know what I mean,
Mhm.
over there in Denver. And actually his numbers last year was 26-8. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying it's not like blow you off the market, you know what I'm saying? Numbers, but Dak led the league with 34 touchdown passes. So 26 to 34, that's not, you know what I'm saying? That's not like a crazy, crazy scale. So he had a decent season last year. You know what I mean? And then like you said, coming in with the coaching capabilities that Tomlin got, man, the way he runs his team. I seen a little montage they put together on Tomlin or just the Steelers. In like recent years, and like they start off like 1-4 or 2-5, and the press that they were getting like week in and week out was like, oh, the Steelers, they're not a good team this year. Tom is going to lose his first. He's going to have his first losing season, and I mean this is year in and year out that
Yeah.
the way they put this video together, like how it was happening, and and of course, obviously, the record still stands that this man has never or hasn't, yeah, obviously never had a losing season. With them, man, it's just like his system, man, has just been bought in every year that he's been in that locker room, man. That's a season staple, man, there in Pittsburgh, man. Like, no, he hasn't won as many Super Bowls as Chuck Noll did, what I mean, over there in Pittsburgh. But man, he has to be their best coach, what I'm saying, of all time, man. If not ever having a losing season, bro, that's saying a lot, man. You know how many players he went through in them 21 years? Like, this his tenure.
Yeah.
Therefore, to always just work him finding a way to coach these guys up, man, to make it work, man. So, what I mean? Every year, dog, for real, man, that dude should have been coach of the year, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I said, Louis lost his quarterback. Like, how many quarterbacks that dude has had in his tenure there? He hasn't always, yeah, Big Ben was a part of, his success. You know what I mean? Yes, bulk of his success, but he's went through some QBs. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like he's always had
Mhm.
a strenuous, one like after Ben it was somebody else for, 10, 11 years, you know what I mean, straight. So, I mean? Yeah, Mike Tomlin, a beast, man. He a beast.
Right. And you say the rings and all that, but you talking about the GOAT era. You got Brady that was winning for a while. And then you
Mhm.
had the thing that we was talking about this, I forget, I don't know, it might have been Will or something. I think it was Will. How many league MVPs has he had? To speak to your point that he really is getting the most out of the team with not having the best player in the league. Like I can't even remember. Like I know Ben Roethlisberger was good, but I don't even know if he actually won an MVP, a league
No, I
MVP
don't think
award,
so.
because you had
Mm.
Peyton Manning, you had Tom Brady, around that time. So like all these other, he truly does get the most out of his players with his team, and the scheme that he has. You know what I mean? And just the culture. So to me, this year, just hands down, with having a rust that Seattle got rid of, having a rust that Denver basically gave away, to like, have
84
faith in
million.
him. Right. And
84
then
million.
let's not forget, he was winning with Fields in the beginning of the year because Russ was hurt. So this is somebody that's like, is just going to play to, all right, this is who I got to win. All right, what are you good at? What are you good at? This is what we're doing. This is the game plan. And he's great at doing that. You know what I mean? And I just think hands down he should win it easily.
Let's think about it. The last. Let's see. Well, let's make it simple. The last three quarterbacks. Kenny Pickett. He won with Kenny Pickett, Justin Fields, and the washed up Russ. Supposedly, washed up Russ. Those are his last three quarterbacks that he had for the last 2 years, and he still has not had a losing season or a losing
Right.
record.
And do they have an elite running back? Najee Harris? No. He's like third, fourth tier. Receiver, young, good Pickens. Young, he's good, but he's not like an elite receiver. You know what I
Right.
mean? Tight end, same thing. Dude, it just speaks to the volumes of the culture and the how they approach the game, and they just do what they have to do, man. They won a game this year by taking field goals. The whole game, they had what, 15 points, 18
Yeah.
points, all field goals. Like, it's crazy. It's just coaching, man. The one that I would say he does have is the Watt, TJ Watt. Like, that's his,
Yeah.
that's the best player on that team.
Definitely agree. Definitely agree. I was trying to check real quick, like who was their quarterback back in 2021. But of course, everything is going crazy. But I definitely agree with what y'all guys definitely said. Ty, I definitely agree with you. Mike Tomlin is her pick. Uh, Kev said the only one thing to say. He never, he always wins no matter what. He never had a losing season. I mean, he's in my eyes, he is, you know, the most consistent thing that any team would always want. They want to have, someone with a winning pedigree and someone that's going to actually bring the best out of their players. That's what every team wants to have, no matter what. That culture would never change as long as that man is in the building. Alongside TJ and Fitzpatrick, they don't have superstars that make plays to win games for him. Exactly. He has coaching. He has uh mentality and grit. I mean, he always has a tough team. And hey, look, coach of the year for me.
Right.
Coach of the year for me. There you go. I think that's all the records that we kind of wanted to go over, or all the awards that we wanted to kind of go over. Uh, any surprise picks?
Um, the surprise picks of the awards, you mean? Or
Yes. Like no,
I'm not
like who do you
surprised
think
we
makes?
talking about Tomlin. I mean, defensive rookie of the year. I mean, he's the number one DB to come off the board in round one. So I mean, he's the best at his position. Got selected by us, in the first round because everybody went offensive player or off the O line, and
Mhm.
so I mean, that was a good projection of him coming out of there. Let me see who else. Who else you had? I mean, obviously, I'm shit. I'm shocked to say that Saquon Barkley, because you didn't know what you were gonna get. All you kept hearing was like, oh, he's injury prone. This, he's injury prone. That. The Giants don't want him. He's gonna be banged up by week 8, 9, whatever it is. You know what I mean? So, I'm shocked. I would say surprised. Like if you would have asked me in the beginning of the year, hey, Saquon's going to be, pushing the issue of beating the record and MVP candidate like that. That is a surprise for me.
I'll say, you know what? I would say this. Think about two surprises for me. One would be if the Chargers go on the run and wherever they finish, of Hardball, making a positive, like push for Coach of the Year. You know what I mean? For turning that team around, because you know, um, sometimes me picking on the sheet, I'm thinking of the Chargers team. You know what I mean, from last year, or just a team that I'm saying was a little beat up. And I was just like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, but like they actually, like I said, he actually turned that team around, man. Like they actually, you know what I mean? Making a little bit of noise over there, man. Help.
Mhm.
And then depending on where, what I mean, Washington, may fall. I mean, Dan Quinn, man, going there with a rookie quarterback, you know what I'm saying? If he could finish, like I said, depending on, where did we finish. I'm just saying that would be a surprise, you know what I'm saying? I would say pick or what I mean, thing that could happen, you know what I'm saying, in these races in the finishing, weeks of the season.
Right. I think what's probably gonna hurt the Chargers though is the fact of the the quality of opponents that they've been playing because their record was kind of sweet. Now it's starting to get a little bit more difficult. Now, I mean, they won a tough game last week. You know what I mean? So was it last week or they lost the one to Baltimore? So now this is like this. The schedule's getting hard now for them. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can maintain that. But he definitely has that team locked in, and the culture is totally different.
And it's going to show the difference of a leader. I mean, Hardball is a people's person, and he's a people leader. So, hey, he's doing his thing over there, and good for him, and good for him, and good for that team. I mean, we don't want to see the Chargers stink. I mean, whenever I think of the Chargers, I think LT, and I don't want to ever see the team that LT played for actually be bad. So, anyway, once again, running back guy. So, anyway, hey, look, we've been on here for 1 hour and 7 minutes. It's about that time for us to go ahead and shut this thing down. For the folks that showed up a little bit late and is on there, as always, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We definitely appreciate all y'all guys so much. What you guys say, Joel?
Nah, like, comment, subscribe. Honestly, I'd rather people make sure that they share it on their page and tell people to
No.
follow them on their page. I feel like that's the where we could get the most traction. That anybody that is currently watching it, supporting watching us, or whatever it is. I mean, listen, man, adding us to your story or putting it up, whatever it is, or just firing it out to people that you constant contact with that love sports. And I mean, we would greatly appreciate that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Before we go ahead and shut this thing down, there is a couple folks that was on IG. Appreciate every single one of y'all. Mercedes, Stokes, even though I see Stokes right now is on YouTube. Appreciate you. Millie, Kane Digital, one of our sponsors, was on here as well. We definitely appreciate their support as always. And that is about it, guys. I mean, what a great conversation to have today. Something that's going to go ahead and continue on because we're going to keep on our eye on this whole entire race, on everything. Ty, I appreciate you, my dear. Just giving the hearts out. Definitely appreciate you, mine. And personally, I appreciate your presence with us at Dimensions on Sunday. She was in the house with us, enjoying that game that we had, that we all watched the two birds go after each other and have the American Eagle be the victor in that whole entire game. So that was a good time. So Ty, I appreciate you, Ma. I appreciate your presence. That was a fun time together. So hey, it's time to shut them down. Shut them down. Let me. Wrong button. This is the button. My bad, people. Bird game. What you guys doing, bro?
Hey, listen, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. But like I just mentioned, the best thing you guys could do for us, we would greatly appreciate it. Making sure you guys not only like, comment, and subscribe, but share the content with your friends, family. Post us up on your story. Post up of us on your page. Man, it's all love on this side. If you guys got something going on, you already know we're reciprocating that back. But as always, thank you guys for tuning in. Bird Gang, checking out.
Yo, what I want to say is that I appreciate everybody who, popped out and came down there to Dimensions, you know what I'm saying? Sorry I couldn't be there, you know what I'm saying? I had a, family thing I had to take care of, man. But, you know what I mean? Fellas, man, I appreciate y'all, you know what I mean, for holding it down, you know what I'm saying, in my absence, man. You know what I'm saying? I tapped in when I could, you know what I'm saying, and said a few things, you know what I'm saying, gave my predictions, and things like that, man. But, salute to y'all, man. Like I said, for holding it down, man, and everybody who came out supported, that day, and like Joel said, man, who supports us, you know what I'm saying, tonight, tomorrow, you know what I'm saying, next week, you know what I mean, putting them stories up on y'all page and posting us up, you know what I mean, giving us that love, showing us that love, you know what I'm saying, because you know what I'm saying, we here for a purpose, man. We have a purpose in this thing, man. So on the promoter, man, like I said, thank y'all for tuning in for another episode. The GNT Sports Talk, man. We live every Wednesday, 8 o'clock. I mean, obviously, you already know that, man. But tell a friend that could tell a friend to tell a friend that's going to tell a friend, you know what I'm saying? And so they could tap in, man. And also, what I got going on, man, too, is outside of this comedy world. I mean, outside of this sports world. I mean, I tapped into the comedy world, into the poetry world, man. And what me and my guy, Ken Joe's cousin Gary, and DJ Nah, man, what we have every third Friday of the month is a show that I put together, man, called Laugh the Pain Away, man, where we have some dope poets, we have dope comedians, you know what I mean, free wine, you know what I'm saying? The vibe down there is fire. So you have to come be a part of it, man. Follow me on Instagram. They go to hashtag, they go to the IG tag right down there, man. Follow me. The ticket link is in my bio, man. Come pop out December 20th, next show, Laugh the Pain Away. Pop out, y'all. And like I said, thank y'all for tuning in for another episode of GNT Sports Talk. Thank y'all for the love and support. Let's get it.
All right, I see you, my dear. Give me a second so I can go ahead and. So our live show airing Monday in Dallas on Roku TV.
Y'all
really?
I had to set that one up. I had to let it bless the city of Dallas first. You know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead. I'll let y'all let them get the airways and blood. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna treat us well in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. But yeah, go ahead, Ty. You can tell them more.
On BS3 Network. What's that? I hope that don't mean like real BS. It's a real network, right, Ty? BS3. Laugh the Pain Away, a BS3 Network, Roku TV. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Congratulations, man. Seriously. No, that's big time. That's big time. But hey,
no,
look.
That's the podcast. Wait, that's the podcast link.
Podcast live? Oh,
yeah, that's the podcast. Yeah, not the Laugh the Pain. That's the podcast. The podcast link joint. Yeah, that's the first show that we did. The one in South Philly. That's going to air.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So you can't be surprised. You got to give me, notice so I can go ahead and promote this thing correctly. The podcast live show is going to be airing live in Dallas on BS3 Network. That's what's up. Yeah, Tone will be on TV. There we go. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. And she said yes, it's the real network. Anyway.
Mama, I made it.
Oh, I made it. Anyway, so look, everyone that tuned in with us, as always, we definitely appreciate every single one of y'all. Keep your heads up no matter what it looks like, what it like feels like. Just keep your head up, just keep on striving, keep on moving. Trust me, it's not It may seem bad, but it's not as bad as you may think. But I promise you, once the clouds go away and the clouds start opening up, you'll start smiling again. So just keep on striving, keep on doing your thing. And hey, look, we're always here for you when it comes to support. So we thank y'all so much for being there with us. Until next week, or hey, the next time we show up at Dimensions, we will see y'all live there as well. So God bless you all. Until next time, peace.